Hi, this is Carla Scarf, and today I'm going to be talking about basic masking in Photoshop in order to isolate subjects. This will include masks, selection tools, and the Select and Mask Workspace. To begin, it is best to start out with an image that has a simple background. You can remove the background from images that have complex backgrounds, but that's going to take a lot more skill, and that is a tutorial for a different day. Begin by going to the bottom of your layers palette, where you will notice that there is a rectangle with a circle. This is your mask. When you click on it, it will add a white rectangle, which means that there is now a mask on top of your image. The mask is empty, so now we're going to start blocking parts of the image. In order to use this tool, you will need to go over to your toolbar and find the brush tool, which is the letter B on your keyboard. The way this works is anything that you touch with the color black will be hidden, and anything that you touch with the color white will remain. Go down to your colors and click on the arrow in order to place the color black on top. You can also use the letter X on your keyboard to toggle back and forth. Now that you have your brush, you need to modify it, so go to the top of your options and select the soft round brush. When you use a soft brush, the edges of your selection will be soft. If you change the hardness to a higher number, the edges of your selection will be harder. For today, leave it at 0. In order to change the size of your brush, find the letter P on your keyboard. Next to the letter P, there are two keys called the bracket keys. The left bracket will make your brush smaller, and the right bracket will make your brush bigger. Now, make sure that you have your mask selected, and make sure that you have the color black on top. Everything that you now touch will be hidden away. If you want something to return after you accidentally hid it away, use your color white. Remember, click the letter X to bring the color white on top. And now I have brought everything back. Now the way that this is working is everything that's black goes away, everything that's white is coming back. In order to see what it is that you're doing, hold down your Alt key and click on the mask. This will show you a visual representation of your mask. As you can see, I can mark on here, and when I go back by holding the Alt key and clicking, I can see what areas I'm hiding and what areas I am revealing a lot more easily. This is a very useful tool in order to work more effectively. Now, it would take a long time in order to do this by hand, and it probably wouldn't be very precise. This is why Photoshop now has better tools in order to remove subjects from their backgrounds. To find the Select workspace, you're going to go to Select on your menu, and then you're going to go to Select and Mask. This is a new workspace that has a lot of powerful tools to help you select objects and remove backgrounds. We're going to start out by modifying the view. Go to the top right hand side and click Overlay Mode. This is a very clean way of being able to notice what is selected and what is not. When an object is selected, its colors will be more brilliant than the rest of the image. On the left hand side, there are several tools. Find the fourth tool down. This is your object selection tool, and you can select one object at a time. Hover over your picture and click on it. Now, depending on how powerful your computer is, it might take a moment or two until Photoshop selects the image. Once the image has been selected, you will see that it will stand out from the background. Now, you can zoom in to analyze the edges of the image. I am using the spacebar to move around, and I noticed that Photoshop missed a little bit of my hair. This is where you can use the tools on the left hand side to clean things up. So on the left side, you will find the second tool is called Refine the Edge tool. Click on it. You can change the size of your brush using the bracket keys, and as you go over the edge, Photoshop will begin cleaning things up a little bit. So this is where you can refine what Photoshop did. Now if you make a mistake, hit Control Z to undo. What Photoshop is essentially doing is covering things with black or white, depending on what it is that you need. Click Control 0 to view the entire image. Now, if Photoshop didn't do a good job in finding your subject, you are able to clean it up. For example, let's go look at the fingers more closely. If, for example, Photoshop missed part of my hand, I can clean it up. Go to your tools on the left side and find the tool that is called the brush tool. You will notice that on the left side you have a plus and you have a minus. By using the plus, I can make things come back. This is the equivalent of using the color white. By clicking the minus, I can hide things. I'm using the bracket keys to change the size of my brush. And this is where you get to clean up the edges. Now, I'm not doing a great job, but if part of my image was missing, this is how I would fix it. Right now, I am going to just use the second tool, which is the Refine Edge tool, and I'm going to let Photoshop clean things up for me. I'm going to use my brush tool now, and I am going to load up with the plus, and then I'm going to go in there and clean things up a little bit better. Control 0 will zoom you out. There are other tools in here that you can play with, but basically you can select objects, you can use the brush tool, and there is even a choice to select the subject. You can refine hair and so on. Once you are happy with your selection, click OK. And you will see that there is a marching ants around your image, and then you click on the mask tool, and voila, your background is now gone. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching.